What a twist!
You remember that dope show back on Nickelodeon?
What is this actually going, or are you just talking to us?
Had that fucking this motherfucker interrupting me. Had that big fat flying thing. The opposite color of her, same size.
Wow.
Yip yip.
Motherfuckers talking about
Avatar?
Avatar?
No, I'm trying to let him chime in some fucking crowd participation. So that got
I can't
turned.
fucking hear the motherfucker.
So
What
yes,
was that?
yes.
Avatar?
Avatar:
Oh,
Last
okay.
Airbender season or not season? Was it
Book one?
season one?
Book one.
Was it book one? Book one. Before it turned into that bitch. Remember that got turned into a movie? It was directed by this motherfucker, and that was the worst piece of shit I've seen since Aragon. Did you see it?
No, I never even saw it.
You didn't see the movie?
Sorry.
Get the fuck out of here. You never.
The Avatar
Get
movie?
the fuck out of here.
I didn't see the Dragon Ball Z movie either.
That's
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 different.
totally
First
different.
of all, everybody knew that was gonna be shitty.
You didn't think the Avatar one was gonna be shitty?
it should have been dope
It
as
should
fuck.
have been dope.
Just like Aragon.
So should Aragon.
If you wanted to know, we have some articles coming up on the website okthough.com. It's mostly hip hop website.
Okay though.
I wrote an article on there about the top 10 anticipated movies 2017. This was the first one. We're going to try to review at least all those. Hopefully we'll get more.
We're not doing Triple X.
Fuck Triple X, man.
I don't even want to see Triple X.
Okay, so did this movie get him back on the right track?
Is this audience participation, or are you actually talking to us?
No, to everybody in the room. They might not even seen it yet.
I think that normally they always say that his movies, they're good plot and all that, and it has a shitty ending.
Shitty twist.
Whatever. But either way, I think for me, it got me on a good track, and then it fell towards the end for me.
What a twist!
Just a
So
little
what you're
bit.
saying is it played
No.
into the
Did
stereotype.
he do The Village?
No,
Yes.
Fuck that movie.
No,
I like the
The
Village.
Village is pretty dope until
like
like the
the-
last 10.
Yeah, yeah.
but I
That's like all his movies.
He's like a teenage boy who
I-
had sex for the first time, just can't finish right. Just,
You would know all about that, right?
hey, you all go through those phases.
I just feel like I like this movie a lot. I'm just gonna say
How are you gonna like this movie a lot but say it fell off towards the end?
it kind of did.
I mean, I agree. I like the movie a lot. But
It kind of did.
I don't know if it fell off a bunch towards the end.
I
I
didn't
see.
I would
I
say
said
it
a
fell
bit.
off. I felt like I was more. The ending was
I said
the
it
way
fell
they
off a
ended
bit,
it
not
was
a
kind
bunch.
of
So there's a clarification.
Oh, we'll go into that in spoilers. Are you
Is that
talking
bad?
about that?
yeah.
Okay.
Like I felt like everything else up to that point. Like I get why they did what
I
they
didn't
did,
say it fell off a bunch. I just said it fell off a bit towards the end for me.
but falling off is
Yeah,
that's a pretty
kind
deep.
of.
Okay,
statement.
fine. Like if you're on a curb and fall off, that's nothing. So I'm falling off a
Well,
curb.
no, if you go on
You
a
can't
curb,
say you fell off a curb.
Yeah.
it'd be better if you said like you tripped on like.
Okay, well, however you want to be correct about the statement I just made, I am not saying I fell into an abyss. Maybe I buckled a little bit.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or something
It
like
buckled.
that.
It buckled at
If
the
you
end.
want to be
Yeah, the knee gave
anal
out.
about it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna talk non-spoilers first, and then we'll spoil it up. What'd you think of it, Moose?
Non-spoilers. I thought it was a really
Thought of
good.
it non-spoilers.
Thought of it non-spoilers.
You thought it
I
really
feel
good?
like a lot was given away in the previews or
Yeah.
trailers.
For real? Like giving away like actual plot points
Well,
you needed to know?
Yeah.
Well, you knew that they like picked up on like if they would have just showed one side of him
Okay,
in the
maybe,
trailer, then
maybe.
it would have been like okay.
But
But-
nobody would have been intrigued.
Nah.
But they
Maybe.
gave
Because
a-
you
a
don't know
lot.
what's going to happen in the movie. You just see the scenario like, oh, there might be
But
some...
the scenario itself already brings people in.
No, I'm saying I think the
I
trailer
know,
gave a lot.
that's what I
too
thought the
much
trailer
away.
did.
I think they.
I
gave
think-
a-
I feel like they could have used that trailer without showing him like multiple sides of him in the trailer.
well,
And
not
then they didn't
even-
only show they showed like 3 3 or 4 in the trailer.
Well, it's not even
I
about
don't know about that.
I'm-
I think they shouldn't have shown the beast in the trailer.
I don't think they should have done a lot of things in the trailer as far as if they showed the beast, whatever, but she said in the trailer, like, oh, you know, people with DID or however, like, when she said it fully, like, they could change their body chemistry and stuff. Like, so it's like, you kind of already in mindset, it's like, well, I'm waiting for this to happen because I know this is going to happen. And then when they describe certain things, it's like, okay, that's what I'm going to piece together. So I think that's how, in a lot of ways,
She's right.
that piece together, like, oh, okay, whatever, the trailer gave up too much.
I just feel like it was good though. Overall, I feel like it was a really good movie. It keeps your attention throughout the whole thing. The bitches and the broads, on the other hand, was kind of like.
I don't like that one girl. I hated that one. The first
leader
one,
bitch?
the one who was trying to be. I hated her
The
acting.
blonde bitch was whack as fuck.
The one,
hated her
yeah,
acting.
she
I
was
couldn't,
dumb.
I couldn't go
And
into her
then
acting.
I feel like the
It
black
wasn't
girl
good.
was just
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or light
That's
skin. I don't
pretty
know.
much what she
Nah,
was.
she was like
She had to be
more Hawaiian.
She had
Looks
some
like she was,
Latina in it.
yeah, like she was half Mexican.
I don't know. She was bad.
But it's like her.
Check the age. 15.
and she'll grow up to be even better.
What?
No, that's just way then.
I don't know. I feel like if there wouldn't have been the things that were in the trailer, I wouldn't have been interested. Like, I didn't see his last one, that fucking... that shit with the grandparents where she's like, get in here, sweetie, and she's pointing the oven. Fuck, what was it called?
What?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
What you're talking about.
in the oven.
Yeah. She goes to her grandparents' house, but she's never met her grandparents. And the grandparents like, just, hey, sweetie, get in here. And she's pointing the fucking oven. What was it called?
I don't
Is
know,
it?
but I know what you're talking
Yes,
about.
The Visit.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it because the shit in the trailer didn't interest me at all. But this shit interests me so much, I don't feel like it gave it away. It just told you what the premise was.
I'm saying it gave it away, but either way, if it's something about multiple personalities or something that's like a psychological thing, I'm gonna watch it because I think that's super interesting.
Yeah, because it's real.
Yeah, it's like someone who has, and then the fact is like it's intriguing because it's like I want to see him act out. I don't want to see him act out all of them, but to just see how to do all of that.
I did too.
I was kind of
That's
upset.
exactly why when he said in the trailer when it said that
There's
he does
23?
have this.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I didn't want them to tell me there was like that many.
But
Like
I
if they
think
would have
it's
told me
kind of
like
hard I think it'd be hard to act out 23 personalities perfectly. I think
Fuck, he did a
I
damn
think the
good
ones
job,
the
though.
ones that he did, and even the ones that like when it was later on and they showed a little bit more, like he did those well. So I think 23 would be a little too much. Like they would either need more time or
I'm sure they
expand it
did
to something
23.
else.
For like the deleted scenes, I'm sure there's all 23. It just didn't fit into the movie.
See,
Yeah.
this is the thing I wish they would have done. I wish they had planned it out and like made this first one like a prequel kind of deal, where it's like you kind of get to experience more of the personalities. Because I don't want to get into spoilers, but
I mean, most
You
of his
follow what I'm
personalities
saying?
were in the trailer, so I feel
But
like
I feel like if all the personalities showed which role they had, because
the role in this it didn't matter.
that's true.
but I
But
think
then I just feel like the number is just irrelevant. The fact that he has so many, and then
It
only
was
like
irrelevant.
only like 7 of them were actually prevalent to the actual plot.
Really, only like 3 of them or 4.
No, because there was spoilers. I guess that's not a spoiler.
I mean, there's not really any way to go. Can we just go?
Yeah,
into
we can
spoilers?
get
No,
Spoilers.
fuck no. Alright. Swaggy G, what'd you think of it?
I enjoyed it, but I think they either need to go back and make a prequel. So you
Prequel just for him?
so you can get to know him.
I feel like that's not really worth it.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to get to know his personalities.
Nah,
better.
if they made like an extended cut
Yeah, that
and then
Maybe.
went like delve deeper, that would have been. I feel like, because I feel like they can still address everything they need to address within depth.
But I get what Mooks is saying, like, it doesn't fucking matter in the end.
Yeah, it doesn't, because only like 7 of them are important.
That's true, but
But it doesn't matter because we already know the end result, and like even the different personalities, it didn't matter in the end.
It didn't.
Because they just got overtaken.
Because of that one.
I think it'd be more interested in those two.
No, there was one that was setting. We
just need to go through 2 more people so you can actually articulate what we're trying to say.
So,
Yo, do you know that there's people that haven't seen the movie?
No, I know, but
that don't want us to go into spoilers?
No, I get that, but I'm saying because he's trying to say it without spoiling it, so it's getting harder and harder to describe what understand what he's following the long track, what he's saying.
Yeah.
That I'm not trying to rush the thing, but it's just more like if you're saying he and then stopping, and it's like one of those things. I get what he's trying to say, but it's gonna sound weird.
I know what you're saying. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
We can't just rush the spoilers.
I'm not trying to rush it.
So you really enjoyed it, or you just enjoyed it?
No, I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was really good. I don't know if I liked it as much as I thought I was gonna like it from the trailers, but the ending didn't get fucked up as bad as I thought.
oh, that's a good point. I see. From the trailers, I was really excited, but I wouldn't say it disappointed me.
It didn't disappoint me.
Yeah,
It didn't disappoint me. It's just when I saw that first trailer, I was blown away at how interested I was when I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw this movie, I'm like, okay, that was good. But I will say that the ending, even though we'll get into spoilers, I didn't really like it. It was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be something like The Fucking Village. Like, oh, it was just a dream, or it wasn't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, he could have fucked it up a lot worse in the end than he did.
Yeah,
So.
could have went classic M. Night on it.
But overall, I thought it was pretty good. It's definitely the best movie I've seen of his in fucking forever. Yes, Willie, I did like The Devil, but that shit was not good. Suck a dick.
Yeah, that was interesting. Devil was interesting.
Yeah,
but it's not
exactly.
a good movie.
This motherfucker thought I said it was good. No, I just liked it. It kind of reminded me of this shit. A little bit. Just the things that he like, oh, who is it?
Mm-hmm.
So, what'd you think of fucking Professor X's performance?
McAvoy?
Yeah.
McAvoy.
Yeah, it's some weird shit.
James McAvoy.
That's what I think it is, but
That's
it
what I
doesn't
think it
look
is
like
too.
that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that when you read it.
But fucking awesome. He did better than I thought he was.
I thought this was his best performance.
That
I've
was
ever seen.
ridiculous. Like,
It was so good.
you can see the change every time he changed within like just his facial expressions. And I felt like
his mannerisms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like shit. And most of that was continuation shot. So it was like, what is that called? One frame? The same frame? No. Doesn't matter. But it was, you can tell it was within a continuous shot, and he just did that one transformation. All transformations within that same.
Yeah,
Okay, I get
Like
what you're saying. Yeah.
Birdman was shot
Yeah,
all
yeah.
through one sequence of shots.
Well,
So supposedly.
yeah,
Supposedly.
yeah. They made it seem like
Yeah.
it was. That's why the cuts to black.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't. Yeah.
I think he did a phenomenal job.
That's one of the things that disappoints me about this movie is he's not gonna get the recognition he deserves because of the type of movie it is. Split ain't gonna get shit nominations.
It's not.
But he
But
was so nice. Like, this would have been a true story. Oh, somebody with multiple personalities. He would fucking probably, like, win an Oscar.
Yeah, his performance was really...
It was nice. It was
Especially,
super
like,
nice.
when he first comes out, when you first know that he has this disability, or when
Yeah.
the audience... Not the audience. When the girls first know that he
Yeah.
has this disability. It was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he played the part really well.
He embraced it. That's the only time I condone a motherfucker putting on a dress. What? You like motherfuckers in dresses?
He like Medea.
He's like, oh, fuck Tyler Perry, man. Those movies are funny, but I don't respect him just for that shit.
Plays are better. I don't think plays are better.
Well,
Movies are whack.
the plays.
Oh.
Alright, what about the performances, Johnny Boy?
I mean, I thought they were great. Like, I think that...
Really?
All of them?
Because I only thought a few were good.
I think... To me, whatever y'all want to think, but I think they are really great because
Even the blonde one.
In her defense, you can tell that it was their first movie though.
I thought we were
for their first movie. I feel like it's not as bad.
I'm not.
If it was like
I'm not his personalities. Fuck them.
What?
You said performances, but I was
performances.
Still
so we're talking about everybody in the movie.
I don't. Okay, fine. Let me reframe it. I'm sorry. I fucked up. Anyway, I thought his performance was really great. That's what I was trying to say. I already said before, I didn't care about the blonde girl. I feel like she should be in a sitcom. And then
I feel like she should be at home.
Feel like, but the way she was acting,
that's why she was out for most of the movie though.
The way she was acting was just like, okay, I can see you on like some Disney show or something like that. Yeah. And then
because
it wasn't convincing.
Well, no, the first when she like her first role when they're in the diner or whatever, that was like a normal situation type thing, and I was like, okay, that's fine.
When she said that shit, whatever type of fighting she took, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. It don't look like you know.
That was
it's 6 months.
Yeah,
ain't
I don't
shit.
know. She crawled up into that shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, that bitch couldn't jump, but she could do a fucking pull up.
Yeah.
No.
But that's more than a pull up. That's way more than a pull up.
Yeah. She did a whole lot.
She shouldn't have been able to do that. None of those girls should have been able to do
that. She went, that's a pull up and then a press.
That's probably the best part of it, but her performance wasn't convincing anyway.
I know, I feel you.
So the other girl, I don't even know what her name was, but...
What, light-skinned?
I don't know any other name.
Okay,
really.
whatever.
Light-skinned or main
was
chick?
Casey. That's the main girl.
But I feel like
the main girl I thought was nice. I thought she gave a great performance.
Well, the main girl, and then I really liked her child self.
Her story?
Like, I liked that, the kid in it. Fuck that dude. I knew he was gonna be bad news because he always is that person.
Who, the
Carson?
The uncle.
I don't know.
Isn't he that weightlifting dude?
He's
he's in that documentary.
Black.
The guard.
Oh, he is. You're right. The gay guy.
Yep. And I was like, I knew he was bad news, and I already knew he was gonna do that shit.
Well, news
but
layers.
I think her was really good because it's like she didn't say much, but everything was in her face, and like you knew. And
her face was blank stares most of the movie.
But you can tell. But you can tell like certain things. Like you don't have to move your face that much in order for something to be conveyed. But the main girl I really liked. The doctor or psychiatrist.
She played her part. That's all I have to say.
She played her part.
Like she didn't seem unconvincing. It's just she wasn't.
There was some parts in there she did really good though.
Yeah, it's just
like the whole. When at first I thought she was gonna have multiple personalities.
Oh, for
because
real?
some of the times when she just switched like instantly, and I was like, oh, maybe she only got like
smart.
2.
It's because she's smart and
she did play it smart though, but she got some crappy ass handwriting.
But I think
she was all fucking.
Yeah, what the fuck?
She was holding.
You see how she was holding that shit?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, man, you hold the pencil for most of your life.
When he like really sprayed, like what that does to you when you wake up.
Yeah, I was like, man, come on.
But they were straight when they woke up.
Yeah,
but you don't know how long that was.
She wasn't. She looked like she's getting fucked. The main chick, her eyes were rolling back in her head and shit.
That was the second clip.
That was the first time she woke up.
No, but the first clip when she woke up, she just opened her eyes, she looked straight.
But
then when the girl started talking to her, then her eyes started rolling back.
Okay, but I feel like if you're up on a sit, that's whatever. Like that's something that can be constant. Yeah. And I think that when you're focusing and there's people around and it's movement, and then they said but I don't get when she said like, oh, I saw him just lift you up and whatever on the bed, like it was nothing. So it's like, who knows how in and out that was. But I feel like they tried to put the psychiatrist story just a little bit too much for like some of the background, because I felt like some of it was kind of unnecessary in order for, well, maybe it wasn't unnecessary, just so that you could understand what she's studying and like put stuff in there so he didn't have to act it out kind of thing.
No, I think it was more for him, showing how many different people are trying to reach out for help.
Yeah, because it was showing that he's not the only one.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
you
like
played that shit smart though.
No, that one part when she's walking with that dude, the psychiatrist.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like I think
that was
that was
all exposition, showing you what's capable. So
No,
at the
that's
end
what
of
I'm
the movie,
saying.
you're
Maybe
like,
that's
what
why
the
it's not
fuck?
unnecessary. But I thought like they kind of reiterated it like more than once, so it wasn't like
Maybe.
kind of you forgot about whatever that was, or and then her whole what was that Skype session?
See, that I feel like all that was much needed.
No, I think that was needed, but I just want that one guy, that one part.
But that was showing.
Strolling with a guy. I didn't really
think
care.
you needed it.
I didn't really care for that part. That's right.
Well,
But I feel like they didn't like
trailer.
linger on that for too long.
Yeah,
it was.
No, but if
It was.
I'm
I feel like that was
nitpicky-
just to show like, hey, people are doubting your research.
Yeah.
And like, it's possibly not gonna go anywhere.
I think that's a big part because at the end of the movie,
They don't chalk it up to be something really big. They just think these people are just crazy and have like zero potential at all.
all right, everybody done with their performances, shit.
Okay. Yes.
You got anything to say, Swaggy?
Back to the three girls.
No, let's
No,
go
back
back
to
to the
the-
point you just said. Spoilers, spoilers.
Oh wait, I wasn't done with the fucking characters.
Oh,
I
you
feel
were?
like-
Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
That's
Scratch
what
that
happened.
shit.
I can go back to that shit.
Reverse.
What a twist!
But I feel like their performances were whack because they only got them there because
Which
they were like
ones?
the blonde girl and
And the other one?
the questionable
I think she
ethnic girl.
I think she did fine for her. Like,
Who?
more
The
than-
ethnic one?
Yeah.
She was
Because she
straight.
didn't really do anything.
She was straight.
But she was believable.
Yeah, she was.
Because
believable.
when she
Blonde
did that
wasn't.
shit, I'm glad when she. Damn it.
But yeah, I feel like they only put them in there.
I know what you're saying.
Just because one they did kind of look decent.
No. I'm not saying that, but like.
Because one had them titties and then the other had some ass. You notice the one that had ass took her pants off, and the one that had like decent titties took her shirt off. It's like we're just keep them like that throughout the whole fucking movie.
Okay, well, not only you watching the movie, I'm.
Decent titties. That should never be a fucking
decent titties.
I get what you're saying.
And
Like,
I
if
feel
it
like
would've
it
been,
was-
if it would have been three dudes, everybody would walk it out.
Fuck yeah! Man, what the fuck? So, some niggas are locked up. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
But I'm just like, for her, when they try to be like, oh, she's gonna be the one to try to get away kind of person, and she did that shit with the chair, I'm glad it looked the way it looked. Because she seemed like she was a puss.
She was dumb as fuck.
No, but I don't think like that, but I think that was needed.
I will say every time they did have to capitalize, well,
Yeah,
the times they
tried.
did capitalize were right times to capitalize.
Yeah, but like, okay, how like, when you think about, well, okay, for me, I'm thinking,
Nah,
how many
I
times would
disagree.
you think?
Really?
Well, in my mind, I disagree. I would have picked different moments
Okay, either way, the moment that she
or
chose,
different actions.
the fact, it doesn't seem like she's
Yeah, I
a
would've
strong
done the same
person.
thing.
And it doesn't seem like
I mean,
she's
I
a
would have
very
done
great
it,
person.
but what they did, right, like when she picked up that chair, that was like she didn't hesitate to pick up the chair.
Mad quiet.
Yeah, like she noticed that fool was like, okay, he's about to make another fucking sandwich, and it's like, okay, this is a good time to
But-
act.
Yeah, but I think instead of her actually being correct and hitting him in the right spot,
Oh yeah, that was.
I think that
or
was
just keep hitting
that was
that motherfucker.
no. I think that was great because it's like her background didn't seem like she was gonna be tough or anything like that, and she had the balls to do it. But she's like, you know what? Let me just hit this motherfucker so I at least can run somewhere. I think that was better than trying to be like, oh, now all of a sudden I got balls and I can take out whatever and go. Because I think
Alright.
for something like that.
I get what you're saying. I'm not cutting you off. I get what you're saying. Like, you're going too heavily into spoilers. You're saying, like, specific things now. Alright, spoilers. Let's go back to what you were saying. I can't even fucking remember what it was now.
It was that.
Oh, that point that they were saying? Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't seen the movie, bounce out right now. Unless you're not going to see it all. Okay, so at the
Oh,
end of
if
the
you're
movie...
gonna see it, and you just don't really care.
Yeah,
I'll
if you
save
don't give
$10.
I don't know, though. This is a movie where you kind of need to care about spoilers. Because if it's all spoiled for you, it's not even
Shyamalan too. That's all he has.
So at the end, he's like, the main dude, Kevin, he's really intent on people like believing him. Like what he has is legitimate and that he is now like a higher being. So what you're saying,
Oh, Kevin did want that. You're right. Yeah.
What you're saying is
Kevin didn't want it. Dennis did.
whatever.
Yeah, Dennis did.
We're just
Yeah,
calling
that's
him
all-
by his host
Oh, okay.
name. His host name.
Kev, yeah.
So what you're
See,
saying
I
that
feel like you have to say which name because they're totally
Yeah.
different people.
True, yeah.
Well,
And-
same person but
okay,
different.
What did Kevin want? To fucking die? That's it.
I feel like
That's all he.
I mean, that's all he had.
Yeah.
Kevin was
Like,
just fucked. Poor
Yeah.
Kevin was fucked.
Yeah, but what you're saying, like when she's talking with the doctor, nobody else legitimizes it except her. So at the end of the movie, that makes sense that they had
Because
that
people
scene.
did start.
Yeah.
Well, at least that one lady did
Yeah.
start legitimizing the fact that this.
So
was
they had to put that in there that like, oh, people are doubting this so much. Without that scene, you wouldn't really know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which brings into the fact why I was like, like what? At the end.
Yeah.
'Cause it was like, you just connected this to this.
Yeah.
I was like,
all right,
this is
so he had like 23 different personalities. What they showed probably like around 7.
24. Because then at the end,
Yes,
they-
there's-
No, I know. I'm just saying 23. I don't even know if I can count that 24th as a personality.
I would.
Yeah.
I feel like
No,
that's an
because
evolution. I don't know.
I
if
feel
that's
like it was all like most of them together because
Yeah.
at that in his like that mode he was switching back and forth but
Yeah.
still prevalent in the beast mode
so it's
because
more
he
just
was
like
he was quoting that one philosopher one
Yeah.
and then he would go back to sometimes Dennis or like the beast had free reign to switch to whichever one he wanted
Yeah.
but it didn't like fit the original 20
That's why I don't count as a 24th because each one was like separate from another.
Yeah.
He was like a
and still they can like
legion.
there
Just
couldn't
all
be
one,
yeah.
there couldn't be like one couldn't interrupt or one couldn't speak as another one was
Yeah.
prevalent
Yeah.
because they had to stay within the spotlight but the beast had the spotlight but could bring in somebody else.
It was. Yeah. It was like the Beast was like controlling all of them.
It was like
Yeah.
Like he. Yeah.
a Power Ranger android and then someone was just talking.
it?
If you haven't seen
Okay,
Power
but
Rangers,
I don't
you
think there's
that.
even 7.
Yeah.
No, there.
I don't think
okay.
there were 7 main ones, but by the time they showed
Well, there
this
was
clip
there was
at the end,
Priscilla.
Oh, okay,
There
with
was
the
Priscilla.
clips.
There was
No, Patricia,
Patricia. Yeah.
Dennis,
Hedwig, and
and that was really it.
No.
No, and
Isn't
then
that
there's
motherfucker
Barry.
from Harry
Barry.
Potter,
Barry.
Hedwig?
That's the.
Okay.
No. Dennis was acting out Barry.
But no,
Yeah.
he was
No,
still
but there,
Barry.
but
But
he
at
was
the start-
sending.
at the
But
start
Barry
it
was
was
actually
Barry.
sending it out though. He was sending those messages.
Oh yeah.
So Barry.
But we don't know that was Barry sending the messages.
No, it wasn't. It was. I feel like it was.
We just know
Oh,
it
but
was, we
no,
just
it
know
said-
it was
it said-
one of the personalities.
at this,
sending it as
But it
Barry.
still doesn't matter.
No,
because
the
it was-
email was the same every time.
yeah.
It was-
But we don't know which personality was crying
Well,
out.
I don't think
as-
that one mattered. I think the one when the first time he walked up the stairs, that was
The first time.
Barry.
The first time we walked up.
The first time when he was actually talking about his drawings and shit.
No, he was acting
But-
because she
It
said he's
wasn't.
too protective over his drawing.
No, but
Yeah,
he-
that's when you knew it wasn't fucking Barry.
No.
And that was
But
when
you-
he was fucking with shit.
No,
You
I'm
knew
not
Barry
saying
all
existed,
OCD,
but that
moving shit
wasn't
around.
Barry.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't matter, but that's
all
how
of
he
them,
would act.
all of them were mad OCD though.
No,
No.
she made a point to
OCD.
say that Dennis was OCD because
Yeah,
Dennis
and
was the
then-
one that was protecting when he was a kid.
Because he was going around correcting shit. But she also, because the
Yo,
first time,
then Dennis was the motherfucker that was in the whole movie. All
Yeah.
of them were OCD. No.
No.
Yes, that's
Well,
why that
actually-
bitch got mad when she cut the shit.
yeah, I think all of them
Oh,
were kind
I
of
see.
All of them were OCD.
But not,
And-
but it weren't the same.
No, because then all of them also carried out the
Yeah,
handkerchief.
all of them were
All of
fucking
them were
OCD.
touching shit, except the beast.
So you're not gonna say
Beast
no,
is probably the only
fucking
one that-
Dennis?
That was Dennis the whole time with the handkerchief.
No.
I don't think
Every
Hedwig
single
was.
one had
I don't
it.
think Hedwig was.
Hedwig wasn't. He never had
Okay,
the fucking
Hedwig, you
Hedwig
couldn't
was
see
probably-
because he was in that fucking.
You can't say
Jumper
no. It doesn't
shit.
matter. You can't say he was
But
OCD
he-
because all that shit that he did, and I don't think he would kiss a girl if he was OCD like that, as
Okay.
OCD as he was. No,
But they were like cleaning OCD.
That's a hard one.
That's
I
only
feel like-
okay. Then that's the exception because all of them were doing that cleaning shit and getting pissed when shit wasn't right.
okay. Either
I'm
way,
telling you, that was Dennis.
I'm just,
So that girl was Dennis.
But yeah,
well, Dennis and Patricia were in cahoots.
okay, but actually all three of them were cahoots.
yeah.
Well, Hedwig was just
Hedwig-
scared of getting in trouble.
No, but he's
No,
like,
but
I'm
he
gonna
was in
tell on
cahoots
you.
with
I'm gonna
them.
tell on you.
Because he was scared to get in trouble.
No, he was also part of the horde, the one that were casted out. That's why he teamed up with them. But he was
teamed
the
up
only
also.
one that could bring them in. So that's why they teamed up with him, because they were like, we can't get you in the spotlight unless we use Hedwig.
And they were fucking beating him and shit. He was always in trouble for shit.
Okay, but he
didn't have a
didn't
choice.
want to get made fun of. That was his main goal, and
Yeah.
you know about bringing the beast was going to bring that about.
Yeah.
So he was in cahoots with them.
I guess.
He was!
I'm just saying.
But I guess.
I feel like he was weaker. Like, it was, I don't know. Hedwig was fucking crazy.
That might have been his best acting, though.
As Hedwig?
Yeah. Because I don't even know how you, like, prepare for that shit.
Go watch 9-year-olds.
Regular.
I
Damn,
guess.
this was funny.
I mean, that's
Kissed her.
pretty
That
much.
shit was hilarious. Yo,
I'll
but
say that. This movie was funny.
It was funny.
I don't know if it was meant to be funny.
There was some funny.
But there were some funny ass parts. Like some of the people's just facial expressions were hilarious. What were you gonna say?
I'm saying because if you're going back to how many there were, it doesn't matter if it was Dennis the whole time, because she knew that there was Barry and that's how he acted. But then she noticed stuff because he kept twitching and fixing things.
She
So
knew
that-
from the beginning, though. She knew once she saw those girls, she went straight to her computer. She knew what would happen. She knew what was going on.
At the very start?
Well, and that he wasn't protective over his drawings like he was supposed to be.
Yeah, that just clarified things.
Well,
she was
yeah,
like, oh,
that
this
makes
kinda
sense.
weird.
But then there's
See-
that's still a personality that he did act out for a moment.
I agree and I disagree, because I think when she saw that on the news at the start, she was like, shit, this is something that one of my clients could do. I don't think she was like, oh, he did this, because I feel like she would have.
But once he came over, she said, there's anything else you need to tell me? Like, is that all? Like, she...
Yeah, but she knew just from the email. She didn't know what he'd done.
Yeah, because he came and then he acted all cool about it.
Yeah. I mean, she
And
was
then
going on about the
it took
job
her a
and
minute
shit.
to figure out that it was Dennis. It took her like a few times to figure out that
sessions.
it was Dennis. But she knew something wasn't quite right
Well,
because he
I
kept...
feel like she knew it was him, but she didn't know which side of him it was. Because it did show her doing research on him to see which one, because she fell in the bed and she was reading all of his files.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she was just trying to figure out which one,
Which personality
yeah.
that was like putting
falsing
on the
to
front.
be Barry.
Yeah.
Because she already knew that wasn't Barry.
Mm-hmm.
And she already knew, like, it connected to whatever the news was showing. So she did her research to figure out, like, who could this be?
But also, she was doubtful of the Beast shit.
Yeah.
Until the very end.
Until,
But that was because they had told her
like,
that he had never met the Beast.
Yeah.
No, I'm
they
just
thought
saying,
it was just
she was doubtful of it, so she wouldn't have had any reason to suspect the three chicks.
that's also what I didn't like, because then it also goes against what she was kind of researching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it kind of contradicted herself. Unless she was just like, she just didn't want to believe.
Yeah,
It-
because
that
she
he
believed they
could
could
do this.
whatever they believed, like that was like
I don't
they-
think
She
she
believed
believed that
her
because-
type of people had, or the people that she was, her patients had more abilities than like
Regular
normal
humans?
people, but she disgruntled him.
I don't
But at
think
the
so.
end, she said there should be a limit. That's why even when she tried to stab dude and that shit broke off, she was in disbelief, even at that very second.
Yeah,
Like, she didn't think that was possible.
that dude ate two rounds from the shotgun
Yeah.
and was straight.
Well, yeah, but he broke a knife.
Yeah, that's true.
He broke a knife, stabbing point blank. Like,
I mean, that's a little different than a shotgun, but
but he didn't
Butter
eat
knife.
those. He didn't eat those. They just didn't go through him. They still damaged him.
he was straight.
Yeah, but there's motherfuckers on drugs that are straight after getting blasted by that shit.
He did a lot of shit.
I mean, you should suspect that when you fucking see him climbing like he did.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just fucking
It's a fucking
breaking fucking lights. That's gotta fuck your shit up. All right, what were we gonna say?
I feel like she can only believe as much as what she's studied or what like is actually going on in the world. But say like someone climbing on walls, like it's nothing.
I think she just didn't want to believe that shit was possible.
But I feel like that's kind of...
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think it was like, oh yeah, like it can't be done, but it's like there's never been a case, but like yeah, change. She's probably thinking I feel like her mind is limited of what she's thinking of what the body chemistry can change.
I agree with
Exactly.
that. I agree with that.
So I think that's the only thing. So like unless she saw like read somewhere and someone whoever died saying this shit, she would be like, okay, I can get it, but I just think her mind was just limited on that fact. So
that's
But
why.
once you hear someone was blind and then another one, I'd be like, shit. Well, that already blows what the body can actually.
And
do.
like one of them had diabetes,
See,
and the other ones didn't.
that doesn't to me because there's a lot of motherfuckers that say they have shit that they don't have, and
that's
so
true.
motherfuckers could say they're blind, and the other ones could say they see. How are you gonna fucking know?
That's true.
Same with the diabetes. But that's why it was so good when you saw her face when she tried to stab dude and it broke off. Like, she realized at that moment, like, I can't believe this is possible. Like, when you saw him, like, all veined up and shit, yeah, it was whatever, but you didn't really know the limit until then. All you saw is him sprinting and shit and climbing over
dumb
fences.
fast.
But you didn't know what his limits were until that shit broke.
Well, he had hopped up on that top of the fucking train car mad quick.
Dumb easy.
Yeah, but there's parkour motherfuckers that can do that shit.
Shit. That nigga ran so barefoot.
Okay.
You never seen a nigga run that? He had fucking slave feet.
Fucking on that
He was a
PCP.
He was a slave flash. That nigga was moving.
Then he fucking pushed that door.
Yeah, but we already knew.
Yeah.
We already knew he was capable of out there.
how did he get in there? Because that shit was locked. Like, how did he get in that room?
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I
Because
was trying to figure
It wasn't like he was dumb.
No.
He was. She unlocked it.
Yeah, she unlocked
She
it. He was
unlocked
already
it.
in
So
there.
it was locked
How did
already.
he lock
Yeah.
How
that?
did
True,
she get in
true.
there? Or how did he get in
The
there?
bank.
Because I was like, oh well, he's just gonna fuck up both of them in that room.
Unless he like
No.
Or
room.
bored through the wall. I don't know.
I guess he could have ran through the
Yeah.
I wouldn't surprise me. He's fucking just go through the wall.
Vision that shit.
Well, so that girl didn't get the shit unlatched, or she got it unlatched just enough, and then he opened it and then ate her.
Who cares?
I think it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I think either she unlatched it and then, but that nigga was there and was like, oh, thank you, or it was.
I mean, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't matter.
I know it
She
doesn't
died.
matter,
This is
but these are still questions that I would still.
This is the
wonder
only
about.
thing.
Because she was dead inside the room though, so she
Yeah,
never
that's what
made
I'm
it
saying.
out.
One of the few things I didn't like about the movie is you could tell by the girls' performances who was going to be the last one standing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
from the
But
very
even
start.
yeah, her backstory even showed that.
Yeah, but no one else got a backstory.
Yeah, true.
Well,
I don't think that backstory panned out as much as I liked it, but I don't think it panned out as much as I thought it would.
well,
I
liked
thought it
it.
had more significance.
I liked it, but I don't think it panned out in the end.
I think
Like
it
the
did.
fucking
No,
whole
it-
shotgun
'cause it was so-
shit.
No,
I
the
thought
whole
she
part
was
of
gonna like
being-
snipe his ass or
Yeah.
something. Like it didn't like.
Oh, I thought like the whole like being scarred and stuff. Like
That
the
paid
fear-
off, but
yeah.
for him.
no, and
I
for
mean,
her too.
She fucking lived.
Okay,
Well,
okay,
no,
but
no.
I'm saying like
I think
from
it
her.
did.
Okay, how?
Because, alright, from the beginning, you already knew shit. When she said pee on yourself, I was like, oh, she's been abused somehow or some way.
For what?
But because she
She
that
told
girl
a
said
girl
she had
to pee on herself.
when she
So
took her
she wouldn't
face.
get raped?
So and then they kept going through her story. I think when she had the last one, her dad died, and he's like, "You're not gonna be a problem." And then we saw all her scars and shit. But when that girl, the cop said, "Your uncle's here," and then she looked at her, and then the cop's face changed. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
true
was
too.
something.
I get that, but I was hoping for something more.
Like what? He
She's
died.
No,
Or
she's
she'll-
going back to some shit again. Even being after going
After going
through
through
all
some
that
shit,
shit,
you have
she's
to go
just going
back
back
to
to
some
shit.
Yeah.
How do you know she's going back to shit?
Because it's with her fucking
Because
uncle.
with her
who's
uncle, we know
abusing
she
her.
lives with her uncle now.
No, but I'm saying that I think that face was different. Like when she said your uncle is here, it's
The
not.
face was different, but that doesn't change anything.
Yes, it can.
Nah.
No.
Yes, it can.
No.
Okay, that cop being there, if this is like, oh, he rapes me, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, the cop's like, okay, well, we have nowhere else to send you. You're still gonna be over there because you can't prove it. That happened
you
when she was
can.
fucking.
No.
Happened when she was like 5?
Yeah,
You
she
can
was
still
little.
get shit for that.
No, sorry. Too
Okay,
late.
Sorry.
but okay,
Too
but
late.
No,
Jenny, what do you have?
Yes.
You have to prove it.
You can prove it. How?
That late?
How?
You can.
That late?
That late, how you gonna prove it?
No.
She's fucking like 18,
How do you
17.
prove that shit 10 years later?
You can still prove it.
That you were raped as a little kid.
Okay,
How do you prove
would
it
you
10
rather
years later?
say something or would you rather just be
No, don't go. You
shut
can't
up?
go. You can't do that. You
Yeah.
can't do that because you're nullifying the point. How do you prove it?
Yeah.
You're deflecting.
Okay, well, fine. She's not gonna prove it, but if she says something
Then
to
what?
get out of the shitty situation,
If
But
she
that
says
doesn't
something,
guarantee
then
her
she's
out of that
fucked if it doesn't
situation.
pan out.
Yeah, because then you're gonna do even more
You
shit.
can call CPS on your parents and say, "Oh, they abused me." You still have to stay with your fuck. I called CPS on my mom twice. I still have to live with that motherfucker. I love my mom.
Then
by
you
the
just
way.
fucked after that. Like,
That's
I
what the
feel
fuck.
they fucking call CPS on me.
Yeah,
Give you fucking
you
reason
get beat
to.
right after.
Like, that's black parent shit. Like, you gonna do
fine.
this shit
Either
like
way, it doesn't matter. Okay, fuck. With black parents and white parents, it's way different. It doesn't matter. I'm saying that for that movie, I think it's showing that maybe she's not scared anymore.
No, she was scared. It looked, well, not scared. It looked like she just didn't want to go back into that situation.
She's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It was
You
like,
don't think
are
so?
you shitting me?
Yeah, like when the cop said your uncle's here, you saw her.
You saw her face
Then
drop.
she was like, are you shitting me?
She wasn't
I
like
gotta go
excited,
back
like
home
yes, I'm
now?
gonna face this motherfucker.
Okay, what do you think I'm saying? What do you think I'm trying to translate? Because I feel like every time I get that. I
don't
get
know
if
what you're
someone
trying to say
I
then.
get if someone say, "Hey, your uncle here who molested you when you're who knows how old," and then he's here to pick you up. It's like, okay, yeah, reality.
You were saying that you thought that since that cop made a face that she was somehow going into a different environment than what she was, like she wasn't going back with her uncle.
No, I don't.
Because we said she was going from one situation to being saved from that situation into another shitty situation.
A situation is what we're gonna call
A
it.
situation, yes.
I'm just saying I don't think that part of it panned out because I wanted something like some growth for her. Like to get out of her situation. I don't think there was any.
How would she be able to get out of that situation the way that you're coming at me?
Shoot that motherfucker.
And then get what? But
I
then you
swear I thought
if,
she was gonna
if she's
shoot him.
gonna shoot him, then and she's like, oh, he raped. Then what is that gonna be chalked up to? She's still gonna go into a shittier situation than what she probably was.
I don't know how much worse you can get.
Murder, because way back when.
She was a minor. She's alright.
Oh my god.
She was hunting.
I don't think
Yeah,
you're
we'll kill a
understanding what I saw or understanding how I saw it.
We're not.
I'm
not.
trying to get you to explain it.
I am.
Like, okay, yes, it saved her life that she got abused, but in the end, she still goes back with the motherfucker.
not
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
that.
So what are you saying?
Like, how is it better for her in the end, other than she didn't die?
What growth did you see that we didn't see?
Because it's like, one, she did something. Yeah, she's going into.
What did she
She
do?
said she shot him and survived. I guess it's kind of.
It's not even about that. It's
What did
saying
she do?
when she said, "Hey, your uncle's here," and whatever, they know she got scratches, whatever, and they know that. But the way she looked at that cop and the cop looked back at her, but still, it seemed like she grew because it's like, well, you know what? Well, fuck. But she grew from it. She's not scared.
This is the only thing I can help you with. When she was a little kid, she could have done something. But
I
she
feel
was
like
silent.
she wasn't really scared.
She was silent throughout the whole thing. But as growth through that whole situation that she got saved from for being scarred and whatnot, she still didn't even speak up. But she gave a hint to the cop like, "Hey, that's not a good situation too." Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Still, they should.
That's not enough.
That's not enough. It's not enough.
But if you're going off of your reality sense, where would she go? Where would she
That's
go?
the
This
whole
ain't
point.
this ain't reality. So I wanted something good to happen for her because I felt for her.
Okay, so if they extended that, do you think that would be too much of the movie? Like, where did you want that to go? Where would you
I don't know.
Go?
I wanted something happen to
something.
Uncle or something. Her get multiple personalities. One of them kills dude.
Oh, if she would have developed, if she just would have went crazy from that shit.
See, if
that
she would have.
That's what I thought they were going in.
That would have been dope. Hey, your uncle's here. You see her face like twitch or some shit.
Bring that nigga over here.
That would be dope.
Bring that nigga over here.
That'd be dope.
She just gets no big ass smile. That would have been straight.
That would have been. Oh fuck!
Nice.
You just see her like face twitch and she.
She gets like sadistic smile on her face, like oh.
That would have been hard.
Yeah, nice.
See. Because that cop scene didn't do shit for me other than, oh, she's going back to a shitty situation. Like, and then nothing after that. Like, nothing.
Yeah. That's probably why they got a female cop. Because if a guy cop probably wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
It's probably been like, okay, your uncle's here. But
and dipped. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Let's talk about the very ending.
The plug.
So, if you haven't
check me out,
if you haven't heard already, this I don't know what you would consider it. A fucking follow up to Unbreakable.
I wouldn't. It's in this. Well, now we know it's in the same universe as Unbreakable. So it's an Unbreakable hidden series. Or it's like a different. I don't know what you would call it.
Yo, if you've seen this movie, walk with me on this shit. That shit was corny as fuck. Why? Like, that was the way they shoehorned that in. That's so
mainly why I'm mad.
Corny.
But if they would have just left it at that lady being, or just realizing that it happened, like some past events, like connecting past, like, oh, this is like reoccurrence.
Or even if, you know how, like, she was saying, like, people had changed their, like, shit. Yeah. If she would have mentioned that during the movie, that would have been straight.
But not at the end.
But then have
Bruce Willis there, be like, Mr. Glass. And it's like, oh, that nigga of the other movie. Now, but then people that didn't even see that are probably like, like, what the fuck is Mr. Glass?
Well, that's why they put him in there. Because, like, oh, it must be another big movie because Bruce Willis is in it.
And then in my Shyamalan, like, yo, check out my bad movie that I picked a while back. And then he'll clear some shit up. Actually, probably wouldn't even clear it. It doesn't clear
that should have been the end credit scene. Just, if you're confused by the ending, go watch Unbreakable.
Yeah. I need to rewatch Unbreakable. But I thought
from
that
what I remember from Unbreakable,
he died
to be like a superhero. And
Samuel. Samuel.
No, I thought Samuel was the villain.
He was the villain, but he was Mr. Glass.
Oh yeah, he wanted
the one that
he wanted Bruce Willis to be the superhero as well.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Well, Bruce Willis was Unbreakable.
Yeah.
And Samuel was Mr. Glass. But they said dude got locked up, Mr. Glass.
Yeah, he died.
I can almost guarantee he died.
Sure he died.
Unless they're talking about he got locked up before the events of that movie.
No, because he wasn't Mr. Glass then. Because didn't he declare himself Mr. Glass? Well, he could have been. I don't know.
But like, okay, it's tied to it, but
no one really cares.
Nobody gives a fuck because why would you want to be Mr. Glass? Like, you change your body to be worse?
He didn't really. I feel like no. First of all, nah. One, he didn't even have multiple personalities.
Yeah, he didn't.
He was just born fucked up.
Yeah.
So, and Bruce Willis didn't have multiple. So it's just.
I don't get it.
I don't know what they were trying to do. Because all the other ones were like, hey, there's a different side to this person where it's completely different from the actual person. These are two normal ass niggas with special abilities. Well, special abilities. One was just born fucked up, and the other one was just blessed.
I really think it is just a plug to the heyday of M. Night Shyamalan.
You know what? You
Go
could
watch
say
this is way better than the shit I've been putting out.
You could say when the shot of all the trees, it could have just been a plug for The Happening too. When they're in the fucking
Happening,
Low-key thought that. I was like,
the best thing about The Happening was the trailer, and then it was fucking garbage.
No, the first. until they got to the house and figured out it was the trees, I thought it was okay.
Okay, that's just like The Village.
Exactly.
It was dope until you found out. So I mean, can you really say the movie's dope?
He has potential, but he still hasn't.
He has potential, but he tries to do some weird shit at the end, and I don't know. I get it.
Puppets.
I think this was just some shameless shit. Like, there was no reason for it other than spike the gossip and rumors like, oh, this is how it's connected and shit.
But he was, like, literally, that was the last 2 minutes of the movie.
And it shouldn't have been. The last 2 minutes should have been dude talking in the mirror with all his different personalities,
exactly.
setting it up for a sequel. Because it looked like it was set up for a sequel.
Yeah.
Now it just looks like it's, oh, fuck it.
But then, it makes you go back to Unbreakable and then be like, okay, this led me nowhere. It's like, if this was a prequel, then it's like...
Yeah, exactly.
Watch me make
It might as well be like...
Unbreakable again.
He's probably sitting at home, he's like, how can I fuck up the word? I'm gonna make this one good. It's like, oh fuck, this was too good. I gotta fuck it up somehow.
Yeah. It really didn't make sense to me.
Fuck, that's literally like the biggest problem I had with this movie.
Yeah.
Like if I would have walked home, like for some reason, like I had to
early?
leave the theater for like that part, I would have thought it was a very good movie.
Yeah. All right, let's rate this shit.
I rated it
6.9 honorary D money.
I rated it.
No. 8.5. Yes. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here!
I knew it. I knew you were gonna take that shit.
Oh shit! That's why I was like, I don't know why I stopped. I was just gonna say it. I was like, probably gonna take my shit. Ah, fuck! Cal's probably gonna take my shit.
Damn.
Mario.
All right.
I give it
8.5. What? 8.6?
6.
6.9.
Yeah, 9.7.
All right, Johnny boy.
I don't want to go off the number scale.
What a twist!
Give it
Oh my fuck.
I give it an A.
Oh, because she doesn't want to get ridiculed.
I get shitted on.
She praises the movie, she gives it like a 5. She shits on the movie, gives it like a 10.
I'd rather give it
Asper.
off of a different type of statistic scale, and I would say that, like, below average, and then, like, satisfactory. Like, what's the highest one?
Are you shitting me? If you're gonna say below average, it's below average, average, above average, and then excellent.
Or satisfactory and then excellent.
Yeah.
So it's just shy of excellent for me.
You might as well go back to fucking kindergarten and give it like a 4, a 2.
So it's an
So
8.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it can all be.
I don't want to
Because like a 9 would be excellent.
I don't want
Yeah.
to
A 10's perfect.
specify
So it's an 8.
numbers because I don't know how to grade it correctly based
So
on
an 8.
numbers.
8 would be straight for this.
Okay,
for
whatever you
what
guys say,
described.
I said shy of
So
excellent.
B
and
plus.
that's my thing. I'm just saying shy of excellent, and
B
then you'll
plus and an
translate
A.
it how you want
plus.
to.
B plus is
like
not an
8.5 or higher. B plus.
But she said just shy of excellent, which would be an A.
A is not excellent. 100 is excellent.
I mean,
No,
when
100's
you
perfect,
get
yeah.
graded on a test and they put A, they put excellent. 100% is
Usually they say
perfect.
awesome, but alright.
Or great job or some
Okay.
bullshit like
At
that.
my school, it was excellent, so thank you.
Applaudable.
Alright. What do you think? Did you say applaudable?
Yeah,
I thought you just said plottable. I'm like, plottable? What the fuck? Applaudable. I would laugh if that was ever on my paper. This was applaudable.
I clapped after I read this.
I gave you a standing ovation even though you
All
weren't
right.
there.
Hear me out. If that last part wasn't in
It
there.
was in it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
You
but
can't
say
say
someone
that.
did actually like
He cut it out.
leave.
Here's the reduced cut.
If
of the movie.
if you can subtract that from your mind, and like, say if you have seen Unbreakable, and still appreciate this movie, I would give it 8.8.
Oh.
Damn.
Whoa.
But that's without the fact. It did happen, so I just
What'd
give it
you
an
give
8.
it?
I give it an 8.
8.6.
Oh, okay.
I just give it
I
an 8.
mean, I didn't see that movie.
Damn, you dropped it down a whole 0.8?
Yeah, only because
Damn,
this.
like almost a full point.
Because look, this is what it does since you did see that movie and you haven't seen Unbreakable.
Yeah, true.
It makes you go back and watch Unbreakable thinking it it fucks up a lot of things for you. And then you're just like disappointed. And then that's gonna leave you saying, fuck this movie.
Yeah.
So I actually probably should go down to a 7.
You have seen it though.
I have seen it, so that's
What?
I said I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
so biased.
I mean, if they okay, I think I would only.
Unless you liked Unbreakable, then I guess it's perfect for you.
I think it'd been fine if all that shit was in there, as long as Bruce Willis was in it. I think that'd been fine.
They come with Mr. White.
That,
So him just saying a random line?
I think him being in it was. I don't think it was necessary.
It wasn't necessary.
But I'm saying like
That's what
okay,
I'm saying.
if
But you
everything.
did like that he was in it?
I'm saying that if everything, like, they still reference Mr. Glass or whatever, I'm saying that could be fine and that could connect to Unbreakable, but the fact that I don't think it was necessary for him to be in it.
Okay, this is what I'll fucking say. It's like a fucking Pixar... It's like a Pixar movie referencing those other Pixar movies. So you can be like, oh, it's in the same universe.
Not even that. You can just say
But-
Disney. You can say Disney. Because how they show like Scar's, like, laid out skin in Hercules. Like, it shows that it's all connected, but...
Yeah, but that's supposed to be the Nemean lion. Okay, it looks like Scar, but
No,
so
it's
does the
Scar.
fucking Nemean lion. Okay,
It had a scar.
but what I'm saying is like...
Who's got Scar?
The movie made it seem like these shits were connected, but I think maybe his purpose was for it is to be like tongue in cheek, like like this is another movie I made, like maybe these are in the same universe.
Yeah, he's plugging
but
in
it
on
made
shit.
it seem like
I had to go
yes,
see this, yeah.
like it
Like,
was actually prevalent to the story. Like you'll know more about this movie if you go watch this movie,
What
but
was
you
his name?
won't.
Mr. Glass. And then... damn
Like,
it.
get the fuck out of here, first off. That shit is corny. He was in the bar while they're having that, right next to a woman that's gonna
I
say,
feel like that was a diner.
whatever, fuck it. She's like, what was that guy's name? And he was right there.
It's like,
That was
first
Expendables
of all,
3 cringe shit.
Get the fuck out of my conversation. I was talking to fucking Becky.
With the good
I wish somebody would just came in like, nah.
Nah, that wasn't it. That wasn't funny.
Alright. So overall, yeah, we liked it a lot. Alright, so let us know what you thought of the movie, or if you want to see it. If you hate M. Night Shyamalan, if you like him, if you're sucking his dick.
Do you hate or like him? I feel like for the most part, I like what he tries to do, but I don't like his movies overall.
To be honest, I don't...
I like his ideas,
Yeah.
but I don't like the way he portrays them.
I wasn't a big fan of Unbreakable either, and that's one of his best movies. Or that's what people say. I liked Devil. I didn't think it was a good movie. It was just interesting. I liked...
I like The Village.
Yeah, I liked The Village
I
until
liked the first
last
half
episode.
of the
Suck
happening.
it. Hate that fucking
Ah,
movie.
what's that other
I was
movie?
mad I
He did
watched
Sense.
Sixth Sense. I
Sixth
like
Sense
that a
was
lot.
good.
That has to be his best. Did he do Signs? If he did Signs, fuck Signs. I hate that fucking movie.
I was alright with Signs. I didn't hate
I
it.
didn't-
Ah,
I feel like it was just like, eh.
Yeah.
that shit was...
I've only seen that movie once.
I've seen
Yeah,
it a couple few
rewatch
times.
it. Nah, I didn't like that shit.
Fuck the Village.
Yeah, it was.
Did he
It
do...
was so dumb, that fucking shit at the end. Oh, water kills him.
Did he
Shit was
do
weak as
Yeah,
fuck.
he did.
Crazies?
He did Signs? Yeah. See, that shit was so dumb. He always has that twist at the
He
end.
did Crazies. He didn't do
I
Crazies.
like the
Crazies was dope. I like
That-
Crazies.
he did do
No,
Crazies?
he didn't do it. But Crazies was dope.
I feel like that's something he would do.
I just love those fucking cameos on Robot Chicken where they're always like, what a twist! And they throw them in there.
In my show. Plot twist.
Alright, so yeah, let us know. And we'll catch you next with a review or reaction or something. Go peep that hate mail episode. We got fucking 2,000 something subscribers, and you guys won't watch like one of our best videos.
He mad.
I am mad. I'm mad that I just put this at the end of the video and nobody's even made it here. Fuck. Alright, catch you next time.
Boots.
From the window to my balls to the other window to your mom. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. We got our videos over here on the sides. Check it out.
Keep them out.
Peeps it.